So the concept that I'm going to talk about here is something called a sliding window. So suppose you're given an array, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh, and you want to find some substring or a subarray, right? Which might be this or something like this, right? It satisfies some kind of property. This property can be anything. It adds up to a sum. If these values in the array if it's not an array but rather a string, these could be characters. So a substring or a subarray, if it satisfies a property. So one way to solve problems like that is to do order n square solution where you have two pointers and one you start here and the other pointer starts here, and for each item, for each index in the array, you move the second pointer like this. So that's the first case, and for the second case, the pointer is here and you move it. The first pointer is here, the second pointer is here, and you move it across the entire array. So that's one way to do it. A different concept is to use something like a sliding window. So you look through a given portion of this array. So say here it's 1, 2, and 3. And what happens here is to consider all the different subarrays, right? So here we have considered the subarray 1, 2, 3. We also want to consider situations of 2, 3 or 2, 4, right? So what we could do here is, if this window satisfies some kind of property, we try and increase the window to include the value 4, and we check if the property is still included. If it's still included, then this window is still valid. Then we check if this value satisfies the property that this window is supposed to satisfy. If that is the case, then we keep increasing the window. And if it is not satisfied, then we also start moving the window from the left towards the right. So the left side becomes something like this, or it becomes something like this. So the basic idea is that we maintain a window into the array, and we keep expanding either the left side or the right side, or the right side or the left side, based on certain conditions. And this condition actually varies a lot based on the problem that you're solving. But rather than doing n squared compute, we could have a window over the array and manipulate the ends of the window to make sure that the entire subarray is, all the different subarrays within the array is computed over, and that's an order n solution. So I will now explain more specific properties of this window, of this general algorithm of using a sliding window in other videos. And a cool thing to note is that rather than just having a window, right, we could put all these elements in a hash map and see if this hash map satisfies the property. And those problems, the addition of the hash map makes certain problems much easier to solve. So I'll go through different examples where the sliding window property helps solve the problem in a much better order. So from order n squared, it becomes order n. Yeah, a lot of these things are small tricks like this that help with solving problems better.